the human voice, possibly the most expressive musical instrument. AI, animated intelligence, not just a step sequencer, but an intelligent engine that takes samples and sound sources so much further. Combine them together, and you have Vocal AI, the latest release from Sample Logic. So come along as we take a joyful journey into the world of Sample Logic's Vocal AI. Hey, we're back. Hey, this is Simeon, and I'm so glad to be with you to take you on another joyful journey. I call them joyful journeys because each instrument takes you into a new world, a new sound world, so to speak, with different characters and different adventures waiting to be discovered. So let's just dive in and take a look at Vocal AI from Sample Logic. So you can see that's just a few of the patches, and we're going to go into a lot more. But I just wanted to kind of give you a little taste. The thing about the AI series, the Animated Intelligence series, is the 4 cores. You have 4 sound core engines that can host their own sound sources. And each one is just like an independent engine. And then you put all 4 of them together. And it is linked to this center XY mixer. And what the XY mixer does, it allows you to go between and mix and blend all of the different cores together. And this can be animated, which we'll see in some of the presets. So let's go ahead and just jump into some more presets here and take a look at the browser. Let's take a look at the browser, why don't we? One of the things I like about the way that they put this series together is that it comes in a single NKI. And by the way, you do need the full version of Contact in order to run Vocal AI. The benefit of having a single NKI is that we can go into the browser, and when we click on the title here, it allows us to go into the browser. So we click on that, and then that opens up the browser for us. And we have all of the presets categorized and tagged to help us find exactly the mood or the tone that we're looking for. You can also see over here that I've got a lot of these with a little red heart. And going through presets is one of the most important things to do, is to find those that stand out and help kind of capture what you're wanting to do. So that's why I love having those stars, the hearts there, just to make it easier to find. Let's go to Carnival Confessions. I put a little heart there, and let's just hear what this sounds like. Here we go. That sounds crazy. So let's just, and then the thing is, each core has its own effects engine. And so we can click on the effects tab here, and you can see each of the cores have its own dedicated effects section, which has compressors and all kinds of different effects that we can choose from. Saturation, equalizers, flangers, all kinds of stuff. So let's go back and let's listen to the individual cores, and we can do that by hitting the solo button here. So let's go ahead and hit the solo on Spy Balloons and take a listen to that. And yeah, this was derived from a choir, a mixed choir doing an And then let's see, let's go over to core number 2. Still derived from a vocal source. And then the core number 4 is where we have the tenor. It's got such a crazy sound to it. And we can check out the way they have this latched, because we can go in and look at the step sequencer. This what enables the animated intelligence engine for each core. So when we click on that and go to step, we can see that this is what is doing the animation for that tenor part. And then we can go in even further. And so we can see here, when we click on the step preset, this is set to what's called non-chordal. So that's why we're only playing one note. So it's a monophonic triggering. But if we wanted to, we could drop this down and then go over to the presets and drop down to one of the chordal presets. Let's see, gated. And now when we close this, now we can play a chord. And that kind of helps give us a little more flexibility. The animated intelligence engine is pretty powerful. There's so many different things that you can do with it. So let's go on to another preset. Cortana saves the MC. Let's listen to this. I just think they're so fascinating. How the different cores interact with each other. And velocity controls how much the filters and all of the different effects interact with each other. And since these are layered, we can see the different, okay, so like core number 1 is green, so we can see where the mapping is on that. Core number 2 is purple. And we can control the mapping using the MIDI range when we click on the little stacked dots over here. This allows us to pitch shift. See, we can change the pitch all the way down to minus 36 and plus 36 semitones. And then we can shift where that falls on the keyboard, the MIDI transpose. We can shift the range up. So we want to play it here. So we can assign where we want these splits and stacks to go. So I'm going to load this again, back to square one with it. So here we go. And just kind of play some more with it. It's just super rich sounding. And you forget that we are listening to vocal samples, pretty much vocal sources, and they've just taken it to such a very interesting level with these. The cool thing about the SL88 that I have is I actually have an XY joystick here. This allows you to blend. It's like an actual XY mixer. And this just allows you to have so much fun in combining these. And then we can record. So I'm going to hit the record down here. We can record the motion of the XY mixer. And I'm going to hold down the key and move the XY. And let's record the motion of this mixer. And it doesn't have to be a lot. It can just be a little subtle. And now I'm going to, okay, there we go. Now I'm going to hit play. And then when I hit a key, watch what happens. It's going to go through and play back what I just recorded in that XY mixer. It gives you dynamic control over the mix. And every time you hit a key, it re-triggers it again. And then we can go here and we can, this is where we can assign the different controllers. And then it's going in one direction here. So what we'll do, let's go ahead and just put it in that direction where it's going to go forward and backwards. And I've got my MIDI CC on my joystick set to CC 18 and 19, but this makes it easy for you to assign it to whatever MIDI CCs that you have available. So here we go. Let's see what happens with this. And I hold it down long enough, it should go backwards now. Yeah, so you can see the little controls going backwards. So we've got it going forward and backward. You could have it going just forward, or you can have it going backwards. So they give you a lot of interesting things to try. We also have some presets here that we can go through that are already kind of little fun XY presets. Let's go to hearts and hear what that sounds like. And you can see the XY mixer is drawing the shape of a heart, which makes a lot of sense. That's a lot of fun. Okay, let's go to another preset, and Crazy Horse 2. Now this is going to be crazy. So here we go. So you got the beatboxes, and so you got the kick. You got the kick right here, like a beatbox kit, and then of course this is using the step sequencer, the animated intelligence engine, to kind of help get that going. And then it's controlled by velocity too, the intensity of the envelope and the engine. And then we can use that XY mixer It's just wild. Okay. Cry for Me. And since it's in a single NKI, sometimes you'll notice that CPU jumping up because there's a lot of stuff it's loading. It's loading all 4 of those cores. So here we go. And again, we've got the animated intelligence engine going here. They just create their own little stories. And then we have a master section that not only do we have effects for each sound core, but we have a master effects section that allows us to tweak and play with these so much deeper. And then we can save these. We just need to click on the little icon here, the disk icon, to save if we make any changes. And then we've got the open to open a preset, and then we'll just store it in that data folder there. So let's keep going. We're having some fun here. Cyber City. And let's take a look. We've got vocals from all over the world, Gregorian female and male. And we can turn off the animated engine if we want to. Let's see what we've got going on here. Yeah, we've got LFOs. Yeah, delays. So we've got the effects here. We've got the rotate and delay going on. So that gives it a lot of... Let's see. Yeah, right here. So we have LFOs that are controlled as well, just to give us a little more movement, and that's what's giving this particular part that movement. So it's just messing around with the filters here to give us that, and we can just mess around with that. And the velocity controls how intense, or how much the LFO is going to affect the sound. We can adjust the parameters on the low and the high cut filter and the resonance here. And how much the velocity will. So I'll play it soft. This is just one sound source. Now let me lay into it a little bit. You hear it change a little bit. So that's a lot of fun. Yeah, because you see that little icon here above the velocity, and that will open up the effects animator, and that'll allow us to just kind of shape that a little bit more. And we can have just different control over the timing by beats and bars. And so it's just so much fun. So much fun. And let's keep going. Ethereal Women. Looks interesting. So we've got 4 cores, all have the ethereal. And this does not have any of the steps engaged, so this acts more like a pad, possibly. Here's another LFO on core number 4. And let's solo this so we can kind of hear what that's doing. It's got a little sine wave going on here that's modulating. And we can change the shape. Square wave or a sawtooth, or like a sample and hold. And then that controls the intensity of it. So that just gives us some more animation just by using an LFO. So let's go ahead and bring the other parts in. Yeah. That's a lot of fun. Flying Eagle. I mean, there's 450 presets, and it's just crazy. All the different ways that they've been able to shape. Okay, let's try something here. And everything is tempo synced. I've got this at 130. So let's take it to 100. That's really nice. Being able to blend these together too just gives you another dimension. Very nice. Okay, let's see. Let's check out something about the browser, because what I think is really interesting is the way that we can sort through different tags and moods. So I'm going to go to chill, and I've kind of messed with this before, but this is for you guys. This is for me too, having fun. So we go to chill. That just kind of jumps out at me, and hybrid industrial. So beat making is the only one that comes up with that. We've kind of listened to that earlier. So let's go to warm and rich. So chill, warm and rich, and you can just see that I've got several of these. We've already listened to Ethereal Women. Let's go to Kissing Venus. That one kind of stands out. So it sort of filters through based on the tags. And I think that just helps really give you a way to keep things organized and into the flow. And especially, man, check off your favorites. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll start checking out all the favorites, and it's like, you got to hold back a little bit. You got to hold back a little bit, but having that there makes it so easy to get back and find what you're looking for. So I still haven't found what I'm looking for. So here we go. This is Kissing Venus. Okay, I'm going to get into a different key. Let's see. Let's go to F sharp. Keys have different colors, and they create different moods. Then we get down here in the low end. And they've even included some synth textures. And so core number 4 is using a sine, and that just adds some extra harmonics to the mix, especially the low end. And let's see, let's pull everything back together. Very nice. Okay, let's go back. Let's see if we can find us a nice pad. So let's see. We have pads. Okay, we've got pads, and let's go to let's go to echoing and deep low end. And planet Earth is standing out to me there. So let's load that up. I keep going to G. For some reason, my hands just are falling to G. Let's go to A. Ooh, and now listen to these textures. So it's kind of a ooh, that's kind of different. And then we blend those together. It just makes it rich. Just some really complex tones that you can get with this. Let's see, ROCKIN DAVIDA. And we're still in the deep low end echoing pads. And you can see that we've got a lot of the keyboard stretched out here with the with this layer. So the Starstruck layer. And this is a sawtooth waveform that we've got. That's wild. So it's almost like a stacked synth type of pad, but we're using mostly vocals here. Yeah, it can get pretty crazy. And let's see. Try happy. Yeah, try happy. Let's try happy. Now, this is a fun one. Now, I like playing these. And sometimes you need to, let's see if I've this, yeah, so that's the instrument that I want to use. Yes, that allows you to play with this. And let's turn the LFO off. And so see what it does now. It's just kind of straight. Now we can play it kind of like with the rest. Let me bump the tempo back up to 130. Here we go. And what we can do, let's shift this up. Let's go to pitch shift, go to 12, get it. cranked it up a couple of octaves so we can play it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so I've got to drag it. My mom said you always got to hold your mouth right to get something. So I've transposed this up. You can see it's up in this range. Where it was down here, now I moved it up here, it makes it easier to play, especially when you've pitch shifted it a little bit. So here we go. So that makes it a little more playable for me. And you've got all of the other stuff going on behind the scenes. It just gives it motion, gives it life. Okay, let's go back. Let's see. Let's keep with the pad theme here and go down. We've really gone through quite a bit. Global praise. It's just moving. Just those complex harmonies. Hum hum. Okay, let's see. There's just so much stuff going on. It's a lot of. Okay, and you see this effects animator. Let's change the. And that changes the LFO on the filter. And again, velocity affects how the intensity of that effect. That's a lot of fun. And heroes. Thanks for watching, guys. I really enjoy taking these adventures with everybody. It's just a lot of fun for me. Just very thick textures. I tell you what. Excuse me. I tell you what I'd like to do. Let's have some fun. I've got Key Fury pulled up here. I actually got another vocal AI pulled up. But let's pull up a piano. I've got just like let's see, what piano do I have here? I've got deeper piano. vocals. Let's turn the piano up just a little bit more. Very beautiful, and it's moving. It's not static. It just adds a nice underscore for that. Very cool. Okay. Wow. So much fun. Let's go to Wandering Electrodes. Okay, let me see what... I'm going to turn off the step sequencer for that because I want to play it. And we can hear all kinds of stuff going on here. Let's see. Yeah, and we can hit that pencil icon and see we can have a note or we can have it stutter, glide, or stutter alternating. We've got so many different things that we can do. We can do free play. Let's put it back on stutter. The pencil icon just opens up more detail for each of the step engines. And we can even change pitch or octave. So let's go ahead and just, so we can just change the amount of semitones each step affects. As long as it's in the range of the sample, you see, so it could just go crazy. So if we've made some changes, we can go set all to 0, or we can, so we can set all to 0, or we've got presets. We can set all to -12 or to whatever semitones we want, all the steps. So that's pretty handy. So let's go back. So just so much here. Let's go to complex, evolving, and let's see, wet and reverberant. So let's go to the Ascension. I'm gonna put the piano back in, the Key Fury piano. That's what these are so good for. Just to give you those atmospheres. cusp of this. So that is vocal AI from Sample Logic with a little help from Key Fury. All the links are going to be down in the description. And I want to thank Sample Logic for giving me the opportunity to have this joyful journey of discovery, just of another really crazy and wonderful instrument. This is Simeon, reminding you to always stay joyful.